let's talk about Micron. So they're reporting their earnings next week. Let me pull up their earnings chart here.
Perfect.
I think they're
Ooh,
reporting next Wednesday, so we'll probably cover that live
I like
next
this
week.
new feature. We have 2 bars now of future projections. So what is
Yes.
the second? Okay, so we have Q3 2026. That's the quarter that they're expected to report next week.
Yes,
That's
and
now
that's
expected to be 34 billion.
yep.
Wow.
And,
What was
and
their
then
guidance? Their guidance was not
uh,
34 billion, right?
their guidance 32 to 34 billion.
Okay. But now the market is expecting it to be on the high end of that guidance that they had
Yes, so
provided. So
slightly
that's
above
interesting.
34.4 versus 34.2 in
Okay.
guidance.
So the market
Um,
is saying they sandbag basically.
yes.
um, okay, and then the analyst, I should say, not the market, but and then the analysts are also estimating Q4 2026 to be 40 billion of revenue,
Yeah.
basically at $160 billion run rate. Wow, that's amazing. Um,
Yeah, and we'll see how that changes after earnings next week. But it seems like the growth is not stopping, or at least
that's
that's the
right.
expectation.
And shouldn't the
Um,
cyclical aspect of this company have caused the growth to already have stopped a long time ago?
okay, I hinted at it last week's episode. I have a cyclical topic for us for Micron, but I'm saving it for a different day when we don't have anything to talk about. I have a really fun
Okay.
cyclical topic. But yes, to your
Okay.
point, when is the cycle stopping? Because
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
evidence that it's stopping anytime soon.
Okay.
Um,
And then EPS.
yes, EPS, the estimate is that it's going to shoot up from this past quarter was $8.60, and now
No, no,
they're
the
expecting.
$8 was the estimate. They did 12
Oh,
something. Go
sorry.
over to the
Yes.
green. Yeah,
Yep.
12.20. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 12.20. The estimate of last quarter was 8.60. And now analysts are expecting it to shoot up this quarter to a little over $19 and continue to grow from there. We have actually 4 quarters of data for EPS here. In regards to
23, 24.
Yeah,
Interesting.
sorry.
Wow.
In regards to guidance, it's looks like it's kind of a similar story where Micron is guiding that EPS will be $18.75 to $19.55. And again, the estimate is slightly over the higher end of the guidance at
Wow. And
$19.63.
they'll probably beat both of those as well, both the revenue estimate and the
So
EPS estimate.
this is my question
Okay.
is obviously if they miss expectations, I would assume that's not going to be good short term for
That's right.
their stock price. But even if they beat expectations, I feel like the market is expecting the world from Micron right now. Even if they beat expectations, is there a chance that the stock price goes down? And do they need
There
to
is no
significantly
chance the stock price can go down. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Yes.
like, do they
Yeah.
have to significantly beat for there to be a real move here? Is too much priced in, or what are you kind of expecting for next week?
Well, I'm never surprised anymore, based on what I have seen in the past, right? So 2 quarters ago, Micron beat and the stock price shot up. Last quarter, Micron destroyed their estimates. I mean, destroyed, but then beyond destroying their estimates, they raised the guidance beyond anything anyone had expected for this quarter that we're in, that they're about to report on next week. And the stock tanked from $440 down to 320. And this is why I was talking about, were we punked by like analysts, or like what the heck happened? Because the stock tanked for the next 10 days, but then it's shot up from $320 to 1,000, what is it, 1,080 right now? So
Roughly.
it has tripled, more than tripled, from the $320 price range, almost 3.5 times, uh, in just such a short period of time. And there hasn't been another sort of earnings report for them to be, for the market to say, well, they came out with another earnings report. That's why. Um, so nothing surprises me anymore. They could beat, stock could be down. They could beat, stock could be up. What would surprise me is if they miss. That would be a shock. And I think if they miss, not only would it be a shock, it would probably hurt the stock pretty significantly. Um, as someone who has more than 30% of my portfolio in Micron, I hope they don't I hope they don't miss. But if they beat and the stock goes down, I'm just going to look at it as more attractive again. I'm not sure I would buy more because again, it's such a huge proportion of my portfolio. But if they miss and it goes down 50% or something ridiculous, I would probably buy more. Just because it would become so attractive again. It just doesn't make sense. Um, so yeah, I'm fully expecting them to beat, but I cannot predict what the market is going to do based on that beat.